Welcome back to the video blog. Daniel Mezei is my name, your PMD, producer of marketing and distribution. The world needs more Canada. Oh yeah. You know, the Cosmonaut, the trailer came out today. This is a project that's based in Madrid, Spain. And it's produced and written, I believe, by a guy by the name of Nicolas Alcala. And it's an extremely good project that was crowdfunded, for the most part, to the tune of 90,000 euros, which would probably run you around $120,000. Extraordinary piece of acting, extraordinary piece of work. It's an extraordinary project. It's compelling. The trailer, which was at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, was absolutely smashing. You can tell that it was properly casted, 90% of your picture. The production quality of the trailer, of the cut, is really good. I mean, you can see it's been really well edited. It's been color corrected. It looks really sharp and really tight. And I was talking about it because that's an example of a project that's taken the time to go through the iterations, to go through the content development process, to really arrive at a final point where it's really ready for an audience. It's taken the time, it's been an incubation, the producers have sat on it, they've worked through it, they've kind of churned through, you know, the various elements that go into the production to make sure that they all combine properly. There's no faffing around with a project like that, and I think that most projects should be just like the Cosmonaut, and unfortunately a lot of indie projects are not. And the other day I was talking about how not every film deserves to actually get made. Well, not every screenplay deserves to actually see the light of day either, if you don't take the time to go through development. Development is really important. You know, whittling away the fat on a screenplay is really important. I mean, I write very quickly. I write daily and I write very quickly. I write anywhere between, let's say, 10,000 to 15,000 words a week of blogs, and that doesn't include the emails that I write, which sometimes are lengthy just because they're pitches or they're a bit longer. And I write that stuff quickly. I mean, I write every day, so I can write a blog post that's anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, and I wouldn't call that literature by any stretch. I'd call it good writing, but it's not really super compelling writing, and of course it's not, because it only takes me, you know, a short period of time to whip it out. But that's an example of something that you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be writing your screenplays like you write your blogs and then just taking a camera and training it on a couple of your actor friends and then making something out of it. That doesn't make a really compelling story. And I get a lot of DVD screeners and stuff, and I used to when I was reviewing films in the past, and a lot of them are crap. I mean, unfortunately, I'm sorry to say that, but a lot of the films are just crappy, and they're crappy by an objective standard, not by my standard, in case you think that I'm knocking your project or your skills. It's just crappy. It just looks like you haven't taken the time to really test it out, take it to different audiences, see how different people respond to it, see how different audiences respond to it, see how different, professionals respond to it. Sometimes it's good to just leave it for a week too. You write it and leave it for like 2 weeks, come back to it in 2 weeks, and you look at it with new eyes. You read a lot of expositional sections or a lot of descriptive material. There's too many extra words, it's too fat, it's too circular, it just goes in circles, it doesn't make any sense, the dialogue's just too on the nose or too thin or weak or whatever the case may be. But take the time to make sure that your development process goes in a very orderly process. When it comes to the market too early, professionals can tell that it was rushed, and professionals can tell that your efforts are too premature. I've heard it in the last 24 hours, I've heard it at least 3 times from 3 different people that it's worth the effort to just let it sit for a little bit of time and to see what comes out and shakes out and emerges from the process of proper development. And the Cosmonaut, and I can name other projects that are fascinating, like the Grover Project by Claire Wasman's project, or for example, anything that Gregory Bain does. That's what I call great, and not to mention Gary King. Anything like that is good cinema. You can tell those guys sat on those projects for a long time before they even dared to show it in public. That's today's video blog. Thanks again for watching. PMD for hire. Follow me on Twitter @TheRealADM. Take care. Bye-bye.